Hi, this is Alan Staker, and I'm going to show you in the next 10 minutes how to host a BrainChase escape room. So first of all, let's skip over getting your account set up and everything. That's fairly straightforward on the website, and we're always happy to help you at info@brainchase.com. We'll create all of your licenses and get those to you. So don't worry about that. I'm going to show you two things. First of all, how to prepare, and second, how to host your actual room. And the thing to keep in mind is this is not a video game. This is not something where each participant has their own device. There's one screen, and it's a monitor or a projector, and you hook up your laptop to it and you're driving. You are the host. And you want to think about if you've ever had the chance to do an escape room downtown. It's a lot of fun if the group size is just right. If it's one person by himself, it's not fun. You don't want to go through by yourself. If it's 30 people, it's not fun. So think about your audience. If you're dealing with adults or teenagers or young children, have the type of group that you can manage where they can each participate. You can make as many teams as you want. So we would suggest having 5 to 10 per team. This works great virtually over Zoom with breakout rooms, but it also works very well in an in-person setting where everyone's gathered around in kind of a semicircle where they can all see a monitor and they can see each other and they have a pencil and paper and they can be working together and discussing and solving and collaborating and problem solving, ideally racing against other teams either concurrently or the times are being recorded and you can compare the timestamps later. So that's what we're doing. You want to think about yourself as the host in an escape room downtown. It's the same sort of thing. If kids are going through and they say, hey, we're stuck, there's a voice at the other end that says, okay, here's your hint. So you are the one who's facilitating, but all of the work has been done for you. You just need to do a little bit of preparation. So with that, let's show you how to prepare. First of all, when you log in, this is what you're going to see. You can see a list of your teams and some simple instructions. And so go into teams and you can create new ones. You can delete teams, you can add new ones. Let's add one that's called Red Team. So here we go. Now we have the red team. And so we have a series of teams here, the red team, the blue team. All of our teams are ready. You get up to 10 teams. You can delete them. You can change them however you want. And you have access really for the entire semester. We're doing this in semesters because we like to refresh all of the games and all of the rooms so that kids that come back get an entirely new experience next time around. So you have these set up, and then you just go in and let's say we're hosting team number 1 tomorrow. So I'm going to go in here and look at the list of games. We can do any of these. You can go in any order you want. You can skip around. Let's just do the first one, Locked in the Library. I don't click Start Adventure until I have all the kids here, and that's what I click. But for now, I'm going to prepare. So I just go to Resources, and there are a few different things I can print out to get ready. One is the solution document. Click on that. You can download it, print it out, have it handy. It tells you exactly what you need to solve the puzzle, everything you need. Do not share this with the students. You can keep this close to vest. And all of the answers are right here. It's your answer key. So you've got that. Next, you have an introduction letter, some challenge cards, and sometimes there are some in-game documents. Those are optional. They're all in the game. The kids will see them. If you want them to have a worksheet, feel free to print those out. None for this one. So the challenge cards are for when kids get stuck. You have all the answers and you're the guide. So sometimes people cut these up into little cards and you can pull them out of a hat and have them do a challenge, or you can just read it off. But if they say, hey, we're stuck, then you say, okay, everyone get up. We are going to do a library-based challenge. So we're trying to reach a book on a high shelf. Everyone get up and mime climbing a ladder for the next 15 seconds. If they do a good job, you can give them a good hint. If they don't, you can have them do it again. It's up to you. You're the guide. So those are the challenge cards. They keep the blood flowing. They keep the energy up and help them move through the program. So as a matter of preparing, get those printed out if you want. And then also an introduction letter, which is actually a good segue to hosting the game itself. So let's go back and we're going to click Start Adventure. We've got all the kids. They're gathered around. My laptop is plugged in. It's projecting. We've got audio, hopefully, because there's some fun sound effects and some pencils and paper. That's all we need to do. You have studied the answer a little bit. You have it right there if you need to reference it. And then you hit Start Adventure. Now, before you start the timer, it's nice to have someone stand up and read that letter, the introduction letter. So this is basically, did I click on it? No, I didn't. So you have them read the introduction letter. It just is a way to kind of introduce the challenge, level set, say, this is what we're trying to do today. This is the Grayson Academy of Antiquity. We're trying to escape from the library. Get ready. And so you go in and they're ready to start. Let's hit start. So over here, you have your timer, your reset, your stop. Let's say there's a fire drill. Uh-oh, stop. Okay, the timer is stopped. You hit start again and it keeps going. If you need to reset, you can do that. It resets all of the rooms. So you're free to use that, but it messes up the leaderboard, so be careful. This timer is important though, because it's always there. They can always see it. And they know if you ever let it get down to 0, the whole thing freezes up and you get a graphic that says, wah, wah, you didn't escape. And it's kind of fun. It's funny. It's not super discouraging, but it's always the motivation to try a little harder, go a little faster next time. So you have that. If you get that in error, if it happened and you want to keep going, just reset. Don't worry. Just reset the game. It will mess up the leaderboard time, but they'll get a chance to solve it. It's up to you. This is all just for fun and to help kids learn. These are the buttons that control the different rooms. So we start out in room number 1, and you can't advance until you find the password in the game. And you have to go in order. And then at the end, you're going to want to type the password to solve everything. So pretty self-explanatory. So you've read the letter, and now we hit go. Now I'm going to mute this so it doesn't drive me crazy as I'm giving this demo. The clock countdown is going, and you say, kids, you tell me what to do. Now they'll learn very quickly that clicking the magnifying glass is always a good idea to do first. So this will tell you a little more of the story, tell you what to do to get started, and kind of set the stage a bit so they know what to do. So start by opening the drawer. We're looking for a 6-letter code. Boom. All right. So now you say, okay, kids, you tell me what to do. And they discuss and they say, okay, click on the book. All right. Well, it's a little blurry. We can't see much there, but we already know that we're supposed to click on that drawer. We saw that in the magnifying glass. So let's open up the drawer. Okay, here's some clues. These are all author names on different items: a mouse, some scissors, some glasses, a crayon. So let's go back to that book. We have some glasses. Let's type in king. And boom, there's a letter. We know we're looking for 6 letters to escape this room. And so they continue to call things out, and they say, hey, click on the couch. All right. Oh, wow, there are some coins under there with another author's name. What do we do? They're stuck. They say, okay, we need a hint. And you ask, is that the consensus? Yeah, okay. So everyone get up, and we're going to do our jumping jacks for 15 seconds or whatever it is. And then you say, nice job. Okay, those are coins. What would you do with coins? Is there anything here you could do with those? Oh, the vending machine. Okay, let's type those in. And so you just help them, nudge them along so they make some progress. So you type that in. Now we found another letter, and then we found a code. We're going to need these cookies later, and we're going to need that. So you might have them write that down. Eventually, you find 6 letters in this room, and you go over here. A tragedy will be the key. Well, the answer is Hamlet. This is a literature-themed room, and that gives you the answer. Sorry, spoiler alert. That tells us what to do. So now we click on room 2. We type in Hamlet, and we have advanced. Now, we have about 1 hour to do this, so budget your time. They need to get through rooms 1, 2, and 3, so about 20 minutes each would be the right way to go. But if they need a little more help, feel free to help nudge them along. And just depending on reading the room, make sure it's kind of apples to apples with the groups they're competing with. Don't help one group a ton and not help the others. It's really, again, just to give them a good experience, to let them be collaborative, to work together. If a few of the kids are taking over, you might encourage them to kind of let some of the other kids participate for a minute, let someone else choose what to click. So it's just how you manage the classroom. At the end, you'll type in solve and type in the final answer. And then you'll get kind of the success graphic, which is really fun. So that should take about an hour. And then back here on your leaderboard, up here at the top, you'll have all of your teams listed, and you'll see the times for completing each of the different rooms. So you'll always know who solved it first. You don't have to have the teams going concurrently. They can go one team on Monday, one on Wednesday. You'll always see who was first, who was best, and they love to compete with each other. They also really love to compete with their own time from prior weeks to see if they're getting faster. So that is how you run a Brain Chase escape room. We've had a lot of fun designing these. They've been battle tested with a lot of different kids, and we can't wait to hear what you think. So send us any suggestions or notes. Send us any questions you have. Email us at info@brainchase.com, and we can't wait to hear about your adventures. Thank you.